Hello everyone and welcome to Chutes and Ladders, a weekly podcast about all things wrestling from WWE to all other promotions around the world. My name's Justin, I'll be your host today, and please welcome my friend Nick.
The champ's here.
And my friend Joe.
So,
and just like last week, we're going to give you a rundown on Smackdown and Raw. And Nick's going to take Smackdown, I'll take Raw. Oh, whoa, I switched that completely.
Switch.
Nick's taking Raw, I'm taking Smackdown. And, so let's get started. All right, Nick, what you got?
All right, for this Raw, this was October 24th in Minneapolis, whatever that's called, Minneapolis, whatever.
Yes.
That's a really hard word
Minnesota.
to say.
Yes,
It's
in
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Brock Lesnar's
Minnesota.
hometown. Yeah. All right, so Y2J starts the show again. It's great. It's fantastic.
I'm going to make a proclamation on every single show that we record from here on out. Chris Jericho, best WWE superstar.
you're on the list.
No, I absolutely agree, but he's like the only person right now that could start the show, and like people are going to be so pumped about it. And it's just great for him to start the show. He came out, and the most crazy thing happened, and everybody was upset because someone stole the list.
Someone stole the goddamn list.
But who? Who? All right, so someone stole the list. Jericho's pissed. There was a chant, "Where's the list? Where is the list?" Whatever. KO comes out, and he says that the list is stupid.
Which was bad move, KO.
Bad
That
move.
could end a friendship right there.
Oh, that's such a bad move.
That will
but
end a friendship right there.
It's so crazy how Jericho gets anything over. He got the word "it" over. He got "stupid idiot" over, and he has a list.
He
over.
got a piece of paper over.
Yeah.
People fucking love it. Like
I
me.
love the list.
I love the list.
Love the list.
Why? Have we ever seen the list? No. But I love it.
I
like
love the
the
list.
concept of it.
Of course.
Because he can do anything that he wants. Like Nick said, he got the word "it" over. IT. That word. It. That we use every day. And when he says it, people fucking freak out.
Phenomenal.
Like
This guy has three, like, New Day has the WWE champion thing, W. People get things over, like Daniel Bryan, the Yes. Jericho has put three things highly over in a span of, like, 3 or 4 months.
And more over than anything else.
Yeah,
anything
in WWE
else.
right now.
Yeah.
Besides,
when he
like,
calls someone a stupid idiot, the pop that
greatest.
he gets is crazy.
the best. Yeah. So
I love it.
It's unbelievable what he's doing for such an old superstar. This guy is carrying the company, like, absolutely. This guy is the most entertaining on Monday nights. Like, Rollins, 2 or 3 months ago, definitely the most entertaining. Jericho
100%.
is outshining every superstar in there, and if anybody disagrees, let me know.
Yeah,
Please.
no one can touch him. Seriously, no one
Please.
can touch him.
Yeah,
KO is getting outshined by him. Seth Rollins is getting outshined by him. Every single person on that show outshined.
Absolutely.
He's the greatest on the mic right now in Raw,
The greatest. The most entertaining.
on the roster.
Like, the wrestling, whatever. The guy's, like, 50 years old?
And he's
like
still
that.
a good wrestler anyway.
Still a great wrestler. Looks great.
He just has an older style.
This guy does everything. Like, he does a podcast every week. It's actually amazing if you guys haven't
love
checked
Talk
it
is
out.
Jericho. It's
Talk is
awesome.
Jericho. It's so good. TJ Perkins was on the last episode, and it's really, really good. I'll talk about that later, though. So, Rollins comes out, and he has the list. It is insane. How did he get the list? It is crazy. It's mind-blowing. But Rollins stole the list. KO talks about the list more. And I just want to talk about Rollins now. We talked about Jericho. KO's the champ. Like, KO just does KO things. I feel like he's been consistently great since the first day he walked in from
Yes.
NXT against John Cena. Like, I think he's literally been consistently great. He's never went down, never went really up. Obviously, when he won the title, that was, like, his highest point.
But it wasn't... See, to me, I actually don't think... I think him beating John Cena was his highest point. Because him winning the title, it's his greatest accomplishment, but it wasn't... It was because of Triple H, you know what I mean?
Close.
Yeah, I just think him beating John Cena was Kevin Owens showing that he can beat the face of the company and showing that he can put that on his back. Him winning the title is because Triple H came back and pedigreed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Seth Rollins.
Yeah, him beating John Cena, he made a name for himself.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he became now Kevin Owens. Like, everyone knew...
Yeah.
If you knew him from Ring of Honor, you knew Kevin Steen, so you knew he was great. But if you were just a fan of WWE and knew nothing about that shit, he was just some random dude that was kind of overweight. But, like, a fantastic
But
wrestler.
I'm saying, even, like from his first day in NXT, like, this guy has just been, like, straight, like, 95 A+ wrestler. Like,
100%.
he's not like an S, if you guys play League of Legends.
Yeah.
but he's an A+ guy.
Or, actually, a lot of things use S's, Metal Gear.
Right,
and all
so he's
that.
not like an S, but he's a consistent A, like across the board from every single moment he's been in this company. So we really don't have to talk much about that because he's been the same and he's just been great. But let's talk about Rollins, how this guy can be thrown in any situation. He was not the biggest guy in the Shield. He outshined everybody in the Shield, I feel like, towards the end.
Well, he definitely has the best solo career out of all of them.
Yeah.
100%.
And
they've all held the WWE Championship as well.
And they all held it in one night, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, in one night, they all literally held it. That
so,
was a fucking amazing pay-per-view.
It was.
Like, from Rollins cashing in to everything, like, this guy is, like, the best heel. He's the best face. He's amazing.
See, I think he's fantastic, and this is nothing against him, but I think the way he's being booked right now sucks.
Yeah, but there's nowhere else to put him. There's too many heels.
I know there's nowhere... No, I'm not saying being booked as a face. I'm saying that the way they're booking him as a face, I don't like.
Oh.
Like, he's trying comedy out. And, like...
He was funny as a
No,
heel,
the
though.
Sparkle Crush thing was really funny.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he's bad at it. I'm just saying he's better at other things. And when you have so many comedians on Raw, because Raw's a comedy show...
Yeah.
You have New Day, you have Enzo and Cass, you have Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens, now you have Seth Rollins, you have there has to be the Club's trying comedy, which I talked about last week, which is fucking stupid. Like, there's so much comedy right now, and there are so many people like Enzo and Cass and Jericho that do it so good that when you have people like Seth Rollins that can also do it good but not as good, they get outshined. And I don't think Seth Rollins deserves to be outshined by anybody. Because he's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, my point was just that he's, like, super flexible.
Oh, he's versatile, 100%.
Yeah, this guy could be put anywhere and he'll put on the best performance. Like, he's easily the best wrestler besides AJ, I feel like.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't agree.
You think someone's better than Rollins at wrestling?
Neville?
No.
Yes.
No,
come on.
No.
I think Sami Zayn's better than Seth
Sami
Rollins.
Zayn's better than Rollins.
I think Kevin Owens is better than Rollins also.
Kevin Owens is better than Rollins.
No,
also.
all right.
Yeah.
If we're talking straight wrestling, I think Seth Rollins is top.
He is great.
Top 5 wrestlers in the company right now, but I definitely think that there are better. And every one of the cruiserweights.
There are many better than Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
We could disagree on that.
I'm not going to count any of the cruiserweights because they're all better.
But, we could disagree. But, alright, let's go into Enzo versus Carl Anderson.
Fucking stupid. Once again, stop. Enough. And I'm wearing a certified G shirt right now. I love Enzo and Cass. Stop. The club should not be being beaten by Enzo and Cass. I don't care if it's clean, dirty, anything. They do not deserve to be beaten. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That's my point.
It is stupid.
I won't say anything after that.
Yeah, I think that they should be, like... They should make them look beatable, Enzo and Cass, you know? Like, Enzo is really not a great wrestler, and people know that, so you should, like, use that to your advantage. Like, as a WWE writer. You know he's not a good wrestler, and maybe make Cass come in, save the day, but make him lose, you know what I mean? So
and Cass did come in and save the day, but at the same time, like you just said, make Enzo lose.
Make Enzo lose, make the club look strong, so for the pay-per-view, you could actually have, like, a really high face versus a really strong heel.
The funny part is the match actually wasn't even that bad. The problem is the ending every time.
Yeah.
Every single time the club comes out, I'm like, oh, you guys are going to lose today.
Yeah, the writing is all over the place right now, and
stop giving them comedy. They're funny guys when they're not wrestling.
I feel like they're going to win the pay-per-view, though.
They have to. If they don't win the pay-per-view, I don't even know why they came over to WWE.
No, yeah, I have a feeling that they're definitely going to win the pay-per-view. If they don't, that'll suck completely.
How many times have they lost to New Day? And I get that because they're the champions. Now Enzo and Cass don't have anything to do with anything except being funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bearing. I think Enzo and Cass could get better, could get more of like a push by just doing promos. They really don't need to wrestle and save the wrestling for
I don't like the way Enzo wrestles either.
Yeah, you could just save the wrestling for the pay-per-view and have Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows versus like some random tag team, like any random face tag team, and let them demolish them. So like,
yeah, just give it.
Actually
you know,
build
to
things,
be honest
you know?
with you, you want to give people squash matches. Start giving the club squash matches. If you actually think that puts people over and like makes them look strong, then just give them fucking squash matches until like there's actually a tag team on Raw that can compete with them. Because to me, the only other ones that can is New Day, and I'm so sick and tired of seeing it.
Yeah, this Raw had pretty much the card of Hell in a Cell, which I don't like. That everybody's just paired.
It
with
actually
everybody.
had matches from Hell in a Cell.
Yeah,
which is
our next point here. Which is New Day versus Sheamus and Cesaro.
Fucking stupid again.
Which is the pay-per-view match.
Why do I care about seeing it on Sunday if I just watch it on Raw?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It makes no sense, and the match was good.
Yeah,
but
it
I
was
don't
a
want to
great
watch
match.
it again. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it happens so many times. They're just shoving it down the throat. That's what they did with Roman Reigns, and that's why like people are getting over it. You got to keep it new and fresh. They can't verse each other. You can't do different variations of Sheamus versus Kofi or Cesaro versus Big E. Like it's stupid. Just move on. Let them verse other tag teams and cut promos on each other. I think promos are the most valuable things you could use in WWE right now.
You have so many superstars on Raw, so many, and they're not cutting the same superstars cut promos every week the same way. And while that's okay, have other people cut a promo for once. Stop making them only wrestle. Like wrestling is not just about wrestling. It's about everything. It's about you as a person.
Yeah.
It's entertainment. While wrestling is my favorite part, if they're good wrestlers, it's my favorite part. But at the same time, let me see a promo.
Yes.
Let me see Sheamus and Cesaro cut a real promo against the New Day, and let's not see New Day respond. Let's just not see New Day for a week. Like, let them take a show off. You know what I mean? Like, just
Yeah,
stop.
but they're the most exciting. They're one of the most. Everybody goes there to see the New Day.
Yeah,
entrance,
I get it,
you know?
but it's like
They're one of the greatest on the mic in Raw, like on the Raw roster as of right now.
no, 100%. But that's not. Stone Cold wasn't at Raw every week.
It's true.
The
Yeah.
Rock wasn't in Raw every week. Triple H wasn't at Raw every week. You know what I mean? Like, give people time to miss them, because right now New Day promos are fantastic, but they're not funny anymore because I see them every week.
Yeah.
If I didn't see them every week, they'd still be hysterical, and the longevity of the program and the product can move forward. You know what I mean? It can last for longer. Feuds can last for longer if you don't see the feud every week. That's just my point.
Yeah. The point I want to make here is that you don't see in video games or in TV series or movies that, say, the hero fights the main villain one time during the movie, then 2 times, and then 3 times, and then, oh, here's the final battle. It's one battle. That's what it should be. There should be things building up to this one huge battle and nothing in between. Like, you might fight just scrubs or whatever, or, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Think about The Dark Knight. So, Batman and the Joker were cutting promos against each other the entire movie, correct?
Yeah.
Isn't that the whole thing?
Yeah.
The Joker would do shit, Batman would save shit, but they never fought each other until literally the very end. The very last scene of that movie, that's when they fought each other.
That's exactly what it should be.
And who did Batman fight the entire time? His thugs,
Yeah.
a bunch of other people, Two-Face was in there, you know
And
what I
he
mean?
got close to him a couple times, but, like, the Joker got away. So it's like, that's something you need. Like, you need, like, maybe close calls or, like, someone going to attack another person, but it doesn't happen because we want to wait till Sunday. We want a reason to watch on Sunday. So just having matches, like, against the person you're going to fight on Sunday is just retarded, in my...
What they could have done with this Sheamus-Cesaro thing, have Sheamus and Cesaro literally fight the Shining Stars, or some squash match, right? And New Day comes out and distracts the ref, and, like...
build up. They need build up.
Kofi distracts the ref, fucking Xavier Woods hits... Cesaro with Francesca, and then the Shining Stars pins him. Like, and that makes something, you know what I mean? It doesn't make them look weak, and that's what you can do, you know what I mean? You can continue feuds without having matches against each other.
Yeah. The high point I want to put, like the good point at least, on that match, there were like really higigh spots and big spots in that match.
Oh, the match was awesome. It was
like
a
that,
great match.
that Cesaro European uppercut. Yeah, that was really nice.
After Kofi gets launched over Big
There was
E.
really high spots, but then again, it should be saved for Sunday. And
that's something that gets a pay-per-view pop. That's not... Like, if you want to show that on Raw, show that not in a match that you're already going to show on Sunday. So this match on Sunday now is automatically getting compared to something else, which I don't like.
Yeah.
So this match has to top last match, and last match was good. So it's not necessarily going to be hard to top it, but it's going to be more difficult than if we didn't see it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting repetitive. And that brings me into my next point. Bailey versus Dana Brooke.
Fuck
in
that
an
stupid
arm
bullshit.
wrestling
Annoying,
match.
annoying.
Does that not scream, wow, as WWE writers, we have no clue what we're doing? Or we have
Creative
ran out
is
of...
shit right now.
Yeah, creative
Shit, especially
is like
on Raw.
really, really
Terrible.
dull. They're just running out of ideas. They're getting repetitive. They're in a panic. They're probably not even in a panic.
It's supposed to be this new era. Vince McMahon needs to step down. No more. He needs to get out, and we'll bring that up later with Brock Lesnar, but he needs to leave this company. He needs to sell it. He needs to sell it to his kids. They need to go, and they need to take over. Stephanie needs to take over. Stephanie Triple H needs to take over Raw, and Shane already took over SmackDown because Shane's on like
doing
you can
good
tell
things,
is
yeah.
doing way more with SmackDown, whether he's actually doing things or not, than Stephanie's doing with Raw. So something's the problem there, and I think it's Vince.
And
It's
also,
enough. Fire your writers, hire new people, hire people from the Attitude Era. I don't care about it being PG. Just because it's PG doesn't mean it has to be bad.
Vince Russo. We need Vince Russo back, the writer of the Attitude Era. But
Seriously though, it doesn't have to be bad just because it's PG.
like you said, you don't need like every single segment. You don't need the person to come out or verse the other person they're gonna verse in the pay-per-view. Take a night off or take a week off or just keep it fresh. Like maybe wait till the last 2 weeks of Raw and then start the feud or stuff like that.
And don't do stupid gimmick segments like
arm
fucking
wrestling.
arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Enough.
It's stupid.
And then have Bailey go over on Dana like with this weird like fucking sideways. I don't even know what the hell she did. It didn't look convincing at all. I love Bailey, man, but her on Raw, it's not working out lately. It's not working out at all. You can't have her like fuck up Dana Brooke after Dana Brooke attacks her if Bailey hasn't won a match on Raw that wasn't a squash match since she got here.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make any logical sense. It makes no sense, and it makes Dana Brooke look super weak.
The Raw women's division is really bad right now. Like SmackDown women's division, like totally like overshot
Leagues above. Even people who literally do nothing, like Naomi and Natalia, are better than everyone except for Charlotte
and Sasha.
Yeah.
But I think Sasha's just on par with all the rest of them. I don't think she's doing anything special.
They also need to have more people in the running for the Raw Women's Championship, not just Charlotte and Sasha.
This Sasha Banks Charlotte feud has gone on for like fucking 4 months.
Yeah,
at this point.
I still think it's good though. So
it's good, but it's stale. It's good because Sasha and Charlotte are good, but the writing, the feud is not good.
It's gonna end at Hell in a Cell, which you know what, that would be good. Maybe just.
I hope that's a good match. I really do because I want to see more women in the cell. But
it's gonna be in the main event. It's gonna be a great match.
Yeah, but that never means anything.
Yeah,
just
I know.
because the main event doesn't mean that's.
I think
gonna be a
that
good
they're
match.
really gonna put on a ridiculous match.
I think so too because they're fantastic.
They both have the athleticism to put on a really ridiculous match.
And I still say Charlotte's the best women's wrestler of all time.
Easily, I think so. Wrestler, yeah, definitely.
But seriously,
character, no. As a whole, I think as a whole, to be honest with you, she's the best. No, Trish.
I don't think
Lita, China.
Yeah, Trish, Lita, and China are like the only three that can even compare to me. Like I can't think of anybody else.
Those people are the best.
Like
those
Gail
three.
Kim is great too, but like she's not on Charlotte's level.
But that's like just old.
To me, she's not on Charlotte's level. I just don't think so, and I don't think Trish is on Charlotte's level either. I think Lita is.
You think Lita is better than Trish?
100%.
Oh, no way.
I think so.
I don't really know.
I think that's...
Yeah.
I don't know. This is my opinion. I don't.
Yeah, it's
I only watch Attitude Era stuff on the network, so...
Yeah, well, you gotta watch Trish and Lita.
Trish's personality was fantastic, but I think Lita's wrestling ability was way better.
It was more high risk, but I think Trish was a
flyer.
better wrestler as a whole.
Do you think so? I don't know.
Lita was definitely more high risk. But all right, let's go back into Raw. The next segment was Bo Dallas versus Curtis Axel. Who cares? No one cares. We're not even going to talk about that.
Yeah, no.
I actually kind of don't hate it.
I don't hate it.
Do I like it? No, but I don't hate it.
Am I going to sit there and watch the match? We know that Bo is getting brought up because he's going to fight in Japan.
It was actually an okay match.
Yeah, they're bringing up Bo for no reason. Whatever. For that one reason to fight in Japan. Let's see what they do with him. Don't really care about him. Next segment. Y2J is backstage, right?
Great.
That was it? And
with Braun Strowman.
Yeah, with Braun Strowman. And he's like, can I have the list back, please? Like, this guy is just great.
And he gives him the list. And he says, I forget exactly what he says, but he's like, Braun Strowman walks away and he's like, it's on page 4.
Yeah, Braun Strowman says, I don't see Sami Zayn's name on the list.
Oh, yeah, and he's like, it's on page 4. And then he keeps talking to Braun, but Braun is nowhere. He's like gone. He left at this point. And he's still talking to him, and Jericho is just having a conversation with himself backstage, and people are flipping out, including me. We're flipping out about it, and he just goes, you just made the list to nobody. He's not talking to anybody. Chris Jericho just put air pretty much on the list.
Braun Strowman, you just made the list.
Yeah, and I love him. I love him. He's the best.
Yeah,
he's very entertaining.
Next was the Shining Stars and Titus O'Neil versus Mark Henry and
Next.
Repetitive. Next. Let's flip my little page here. Okay, it was the Charlotte and Sasha Banks contract signing for Hell in a Cell. First point, before we talk about anything, they both look great.
They did.
They both looked great.
They're both hot as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't care who tells me that Charlotte's ugly. She's not ugly even a little bit.
No, she's not.
She's so hot. she could kick the shit
She's
out
Ric
of
Flair's
me.
daughter.
But
so.
she's so hot.
Yeah, they're both really, like, they both came down looking great.
Yeah, that's right, Alex. That's right.
Yeah, they both came down looking great. And it's just like, you know what, it adds to everything, you know? Just not to come down in the attire and come down looking good and whatever. Debonair is not the right word because that's for men, right? No, debonair could be for girls, right?
I don't know.
Whatever. They look stunning. And it just adds to it, you know? It just adds to, like, how great this match is going to be on Sunday. This is what they should be doing. You don't see them freaking fighting each other and having a Charlotte versus Sasha match, and then Charlotte versus this, and this one gets disqualified.
And if they are, then it's a title match.
Yeah, that's
it
the
actually
only
means
thing.
something.
Yeah, the only thing you should have is title matches. No one-on-one matches. Just have good promos, short and sweet. Sasha made the promo saying, she ended it saying, "See you in hell."
Yeah, because Charlotte said, "I'll see you in Boston," and Sasha said, "I'll see you in hell," which is awesome.
Which is great. That was great. It just needs to be short and sweet. You know, make it build, make it a mystery. Oh, wow, what's going to happen on Sunday?
Yeah, because no one knows.
No one knows. It's going to be great. It definitely is going to be great. The only thing I want to point on is that Charlotte is undefeated at pay-per-views. So, I don't know where this is going to go.
Since WrestleMania. Right?
Or
is it before that?
I think it was before that.
I don't know that.
11-0. So whatever.
All I know is that I want Sasha to take that belt back.
Yeah.
I would like to see a Bayley Sasha.
Wait, you said Sasha?
I meant Charlotte.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm
what?
sorry, I didn't mean Sasha. I would like to see a Sasha Bayley feud and have Sasha turn heel.
I think I want to see Becky Lynch come onto Raw or something. Yeah. And have like a crazy fatal 4-way 4 horsewomen. That's gonna happen at Mania for sure.
It'll happen.
The 4 horsewomen will happen.
But what's that gonna be for though?
For both titles, it'll be sweet.
Yeah, so I was just about to say that, like,
not a unification for both titles. They're not gonna unify again. Yeah.
And like have one person just hold the Raw and SmackDown championship.
That would be sweet. That would definitely be sweet.
I mean, that would be fucking awesome.
It's gonna happen.
But that would have to be
Charlotte.
You heard
it here first.
That would have to be
Charlotte.
I think
it could be Bayley.
She's the queen.
You think it could be Bayley?
Yeah.
Not the way they're treating her right now.
Yeah, not right now, but they'll build her up for sure. I'm telling you.
Hopefully.
I think you heard it here first. WrestleMania, 4 horsewomen match. Bayley wins. You heard it here first.
That'd be nuts.
All right. So let's bring it into the next segment, which was Brian Kendrick versus Rich Swann.
Fantastic match. Fantastic match.
This.
No reason, especially because Brian Kendrick lost.
Yeah, Brian Kendrick lost, which is ridiculous.
From a roll-up, too.
Why? Why, WWE Creative? Why? What in that meeting room said, "Oh, we should make Brian Kendrick lose"?
When he's fighting for the title on Sunday.
It doesn't make any
sense.
And
then he begs TJ Perkins for the championship.
Because he's too old and he's going to get... This is his last match or some shit like that.
No,
it's not. You're 37. That doesn't even make sense. He's 37 years old.
The Undertaker is like 52.
Yeah.
They built him up as such a badass, and then now it just...
He's acting like a bitch.
Ruined his whole persona.
And he's getting beat by everyone.
You could just tell WWE Creative they don't have a long... What do I want to say?
No, they just don't know what they're doing.
They don't plan for longevity. They plan for in-the-moment stuff, which is retarded.
Which is dumb. I'm just going to bring it to Ring of Honor real quick. Literally, the feud between what the hell? I can't think of their names. Adam Cole. And, what the fuck is his name?
Michael Elgin?
No. That's who they just fought.
Jay Lethal?
No.
Who? What does he look like?
I'm gonna look up his name.
What does he look like?
Because he's bald and he's a super good wrestler. He's got the rib tat.
Christopher Daniels?
Yeah, no, not Christopher Daniels. Just talk. I'll look it up.
The bald guy that has a rib tat.
I'll look it up.
That he just fought.
No, he didn't just fight him.
It was not Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal's bald.
I thank you. I know. I watch Ring of Honor. I just for some reason am blanking on his name.
Okay, while he looks this up, Brian Kendrick loses to Rich Swann. That brings me into the TJ Perkins sighting. I think there was a promo.
No, there was. That was what we were talking about.
Yeah, where...
Oh, yeah, that was it. There was a promo. The thing I want to talk about TJ Perkins is that if you haven't listened to Talk is Jericho with TJ Perkins, it will change your whole perspective about the guy. This guy's been wrestling for 18 years. Since he was 14 years old, this guy's been a wrestler. And he went to Mexico. He went to Japan. He started out in Japan, actually. And he was a young boy just carrying bags and wiping people's backs. And he finally got his big break here, which is, it's an amazing story. If you have an hour, maybe after this podcast, go listen to the Talk is Jericho with TJ Perkins, because it really, really was a good podcast.
Yeah, I actually have to watch I Love Talk is Jericho. Anyway, Kyle O'Reilly
Oh,
is his
Kyle.
name.
Okay, yeah.
So Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly
not
have
bald.
had. Yeah, he's got a shaved head.
He's not bald.
He's not bald. His head is shaved.
All right, you said bald.
He has a 0.
No, he doesn't. He
Yes,
has
he
hair.
does.
He has hair.
No.
I just went to the show. He has hair.
I know.
And a beard.
Whatever. He does have a beard.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kyle O'Reilly. They've had a feud for months at this point, and they haven't fought each other at all. They just keep talking shit about each other, and it's great. It's fucking awesome because when they fight again, it's gonna be sick. Even Jay Lethal, they fought. Him and Adam Cole fought up. Not last pay-per-view. The pay-per-view before that. Adam Cole won, and they're still talking shit about each other. But Jay Lethal is in a feud. You can have an over-looming feud.
Yeah.
While having sub-feuds. That's how wrestling works. That's how it should work. If Stone Cold is fighting Kurt Angle, he could also be feuding with The Rock at the same time. He could also be feuding with Triple H at the same time. Things can happen, but the overall picture is he's going to fight Kurt Angle for the championship. That's the overall picture.
It doesn't have to be linear.
Yeah, exactly. It can have little sub things, which means it doesn't have to go pay-per-view to pay-per-view. Like, everyone forgets.
That's how they book now.
It's so stupid. So, like, okay, the feud hopefully will end Enzo and Cass versus the Club, right? Now everyone forgets that even happened. That shouldn't happen. They should not forget that a feud existed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it should be a thing. Just because if I get in a fight with you and we fight, we're not going to like each other afterwards. Like, we're still going to not like each other, no matter who wins that fight, right? So, that's how it should be, because it's not realistic to just forget about things that happened in the past, just to move on to somebody else. It's stupid.
I agree. Okay, let's get into the Braun Strowman, Sami Zayn promo. Whatever.
It was fun. They brawled. It was whatever. Brawled, yeah. Braun came out on top.
Stupid.
It's whatever.
It's stupid. Sami Zayn should not be fighting Braun Strowman.
And he's just going to lose. Losing.
He's just going to lose, and you're just burying Sami Zayn and building up Braun Strowman for no reason. Make him fight, whatever, Mark Henry. I think that'll be more entertaining than having him with the Golden Truth.
Samoa Joe, I keep saying it.
You know what you know what I have to say about Braun Strowman? It doesn't matter about Braun Strowman.
You're right.
I like
all
Braun
I have
Strowman.
to say.
I actually like Braun Strowman.
He's big, but see, I don't like him because of the fact, like, again, creative books him wrong.
Yeah, they do. He shouldn't have to fight every week, but they didn't make him fight this week, which is good.
Samoa Joe.
He was funny with the list though. I like that. I like that segment.
Obviously, Sami Zayn on this list.
I think he's alright. He's definitely not a point to talk about. He's not a big downer.
I think he's good. I actually think he's good. I'm getting tired of fucking squash matches.
Let's see where it goes from here. Whatever.
Samoa Joe.
Don't matter. Next thing, Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman promo. Only thing I want to say about this before I hand it over to you, Justin, is that WWE creative is stupid.
Terrible.
But I liked it. I sort of liked what happened there. I don't know why. I liked Paul Heyman is just
disagree.
The thing is, Paul Heyman is such a on the fly guy, and he is amazing.
But I've never disagreed with you more in my life.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. This is not Paul Heyman's fault. You cannot say it's Paul Heyman's fault. He didn't write this stuff.
No,
but he stuck to the script when he shouldn't have.
No, come on, that's bullshit.
Nah,
that is bullshit. You think this guy who just got his contract re-signed is gonna go screw over Vince? And
he's not screwing over Vince. He made Vince look good.
The only person that could go against script is Stone Cold or The Rock or CM Punk. Fuck CM Punk. But those are three people that can go against. Not Paul Heyman. He's in a spot. He's in a tight spot right now. He needs to carry Brock Lesnar here because Goldberg had a great promo last week. Paul Heyman literally had a script. He saw that he didn't want to say anything else, so he dropped the mic and left. It's good.
No. That's not what happened, though. That's not what happened.
All right, go on.
The reason why he dropped the mic and left was because they played Lesnar's music because Vince told them to get off. They told him to leave because it was going south. That's why.
Whatever.
Listen, I love Paul Heyman. I'm a Paul Heyman guy. I fucking love him. I hate him, but I love him. This promo should have never happened.
It had to happen.
No, it didn't. It's wrong. It doesn't.
It happened wrong.
It happened. The promo had to happen. The way the promo happened was wrong. It was all wrong. You don't come out. Backstory. Brock is from Minnesota. He's in his hometown. He's in his home state.
Obviously, they're going to chant for him.
They're going to chant for Brock. You can be the biggest heel of all time.
It's still good chant.
And you will still get cheered in your home
state.
Miz. Look at The Miz. Yeah. The Miz still got cheered. And no one fucking cheers The Miz. Nobody. One. We went to Smackdown in Philadelphia. We tried to freaking start a Miz. We all did. Our row was the only one who did. Because everyone else hates him. And he went back to his hometown and he got cheered. Okay. Point one. Point two. When that happens, why do you include in a promo fans booing him. When you cut a promo, you're supposed to react to what the fans are saying and what the fans are cheering or booing, right? That's how you cut a promo. Paul Heyman knows how to cut a promo. That's what he's supposed to do. Instead, he stuck to what creative told him to do, and he pretended like people were booing Brock and chanting for Goldberg.
Meanwhile, they were chanting Suplex City the whole time.
And you heard some Goldberg chants. Barely anything. And the Suplex City and the Goldberg sucks chants were certainly outweighing the fuck out of the Goldberg chants. And then he was like, half of you. No, not half of you. There was like one section that was chanting for Goldberg.
Literally, the only person I saw and heard was the guy sitting right in front of that
in the front row, and then that's when they started. And he started with that, and that was okay. But then once everyone started chanting, he should have been like, see, Goldberg, see, not everyone's on your side. We have Minnesota behind us. This is Brock's home. This is where he's from. Instead of saying, you guys can't cheer for Goldberg in Brock Lesnar's hometown when everyone's chanting Suplex City.
Yeah, definitely dumb.
It's retarded. It's dumb, and it pisses me the fuck off. Vince needs to retire.
Yeah, that creative thing was stupid. They should have just built him up like face versus face, because Lesnar is going to be a face no matter what. He's Brock Lesnar.
And like, Goldberg's a face too. He's coming back.
Exactly. It should have been face versus face like it was Lesnar versus Orton. Like, there's no heel thing. There shouldn't be a heel thing, and to do it in his hometown. It's just crazy.
You don't have to be a genius to realize that when you go home somewhere, when you're famous, people are going to like you.
Yes. The only thing I want to say is that Heyman made something out of nothing. Like, he knew that he was going in there being stupid. Once they played the music, was to just drop the mic was a good thing. Just to get out of there, you know?
I'm not... listen, like I said, I'm not saying it's all Paul Heyman's fault, but I don't know what his contract's like. I don't know. I'm not in his shoes. I'm not Paul Heyman. Yeah. But I would like to think if I went in there and heard people chanting for my client, in quotes, that I would start talking about that instead of talking about how they were booing him, because they weren't booing him.
You're absolutely right. But also, you're not Paul Heyman, and you don't know once you walk back
through
a gorilla
and
Vince is waiting for you,
you're right.
You know 2 words that are going to come out of his fucking mouth.
But see, because also...
Because what Vince wants, Vince gets. And
no, you're very right. And that's why Vince McMahon has to retire. Period. End of story. Move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
I fucking hated that segment. Every bit of it.
Finally, the end of the Raw. Rollins versus KO versus Y2J. Pay-per-view quality. I hate saying it, but it was a great match. The double pin happened.
Stupid as fuck.
Stupid ending.
How do you pin... You can't pin the guy who's the most over... and your champion. One person cannot double roll them up. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. You just made Seth look so strong when he's just going to... If Seth wins on Sunday, it's stupid, because faces are supposed to have underdog stories. Seth was supposed to get the shit kicked out of him over and over and over and over again, and finally he comes and he wins.
I think a better booking for this particular Raw would be Rollins just coming out with the chair and just start going ham and making them run out of the ring and like make them get double counted out or whatever.
Yep.
And just make him look like, let's go, like,
make
let's do
Seth
this.
look super strong without
double
pinning.
A pin. Yeah, you don't need
a clean
pins.
Double pin.
You don't need pins. You just make him come out with a chair, get him disqualified, whatever. Just make him look strong and ready to fight for Sunday. Don't make him pin both people.
And I know I said something about Seth looking super strong, which was a problem. I actually take that back. It's not about Seth looking super strong. It's making Jericho and Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens is the important one here, look super weak. Because Seth Rollins just used 2 arms to pin 2 people. You usually need 2 arms and your body to pin one. He didn't even put his feet on the ropes. He literally, in the corner of the ring, double pinned them. Fucking stupid.
Right.
That
was the end of Raw. So Justin takes SmackDown.
Overall, Raw, good show or no?
No.
6 out of 10.
I think I'd even give it worse. I think I'd give it a 5 out of 10. There was like 3 good segments, maybe.
The thing is, the matches are good. The matches are good, but they're not supposed to be good.
The wrestling's not the problem.
Yeah, Raw's not supposed to be for the wrestling. It's supposed to be for building up feuds.
But you could have the best wrestling in the world, and if the feuds aren't interesting, you're not invested in the story, then it doesn't matter. You're just watching a gymnastics show. You know what I mean? Like, who cares?
One small point is that on the WWE Twitter, they post after every Raw, did you enjoy Raw, yes or no? It is always like 70-30 no.
Yeah.
Stop posting that poll if you ever hear this. Because first of all, you're only getting Twitter trolls and internet trolls and salty people.
Even if they're right sometimes, they're still just salty
You'll
internet
never,
trolls.
ever, unless like someone like Punk comes back or The Rock comes back, that's the only way you'll get it over 50%. So stop doing the polls unless something like that happens.
Okay, Smackdown, Tuesday, October 25th.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yesterday.
Okay. Starts off, Dean Ambrose, James Ellsworth. James wants to be in Dean's corner. Dean's like, no. Then finally James begs him. He's like, I want to just do you the favor like you did for me. And Dean's like, okay. First match of the night, Kane versus Bray Wyatt. Once again, we open off the show. The first match being a Wyatt family versus either Randy Orton or Kane. It's fucking annoying at this point. No one gives a shit.
We've seen the feud already, and it's just annoying. Like, we've seen the feud with both Kane and Orton against the Wyatt family, and now they're both together. I don't think Kane should be wrestling anymore unless it's like with The Undertaker.
I think Kane and The Undertaker's last match should be at WrestleMania. And it should be against each other, and it should be a buried alive match, and they should both get buried at the same time. And it would be sick.
I agree with you. We talked about that last week.
How about, yeah, we did. Did we talk about that on the podcast last week, or did we just talk about that last week?
On the podcast.
On the podcast.
Okay. Anyway. I just remember talking about it. Anyway, so the match happens. Huge plot twist. Heel turn for Randy Orton. He RKOs Kane.
Potentially joining the Wyatt family.
And then later on in the show, he says if you can't beat him, join him. I doubt Randy Orton's fucking joining the Wyatt family.
I wouldn't think it would be that bad of an idea because Randy Orton turning heel right now would kind of be okay.
I think it would be great if he turned heel, and I think it would be cool if he joined the Wyatts. It has potential, but who would they feud with is the problem. Kane, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to.
Is the Undertaker going to come back and Kane the Undertaker going to feud with Randy Orton and the Wyatts? That's dumb.
Stupid.
That's so stupid.
The reason why I actually really like this because we didn't see it coming.
I didn't see anything.
Finally, we didn't see something coming.
Out of nowhere.
This was the first, literally out of nowhere. This was the first time that since I started watching wrestling again. So 2 years ago, I started watching wrestling again. Like I started getting super back into it. This is the first time since that point that I literally said, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
I was literally like, what just happened?
It wasn't like the craziest thing, but it was different, and I think that makes people like that.
It wasn't the craziest thing, but it was so unexpected that I was like, there was no rumors of this happening.
Yeah.
There was nothing. They kept us locked down tight. It might have even been a last-second decision. And it was awesome. It was great.
Who knows it's for the good, for the worse. It was good at the time, and we'll see what goes on with this.
I liked it.
So
I liked it. Plus.
Yeah, definitely.
Next, so Bray Wyatt defeats Kane because of the RKO. Next, Becky Lynch comes out. Alexa Bliss comes out. Alexa Bliss tries to attack Becky. Becky stuffs the punch, and then Alexa ends up coming and beating the shit out of Becky, and she spray paints her, which was really cool to me.
I like that.
Another plus.
I think
not much to say, but I think Alexa Bliss is fantastic.
Alexa is fantastic. She's perfect for SmackDown. She's the Charlotte of SmackDown.
Exactly, and I think Becky's also great.
You don't need anybody crazy heel. She's doing a perfect heel job. She's making people hate her. I don't know if I said this last week, just by the way she walks down the entrance, the ramp, you could just tell, like, she just, like, does that look of disgust and, like, goes to slap someone's hand, like, takes it away.
Yeah, and she's a bitch.
Yeah, it's great.
When you're a girl and
she might be a real bitch, and she's doing a great job.
And she looks like one too.
She does look like.
That's why it's awesome.
She has a bitch face, yeah.
She's perfect. She's a perfect heel. I love Alexa Bliss. I think she's, besides Charlotte, I do think like she is the Charlotte of SmackDown.
A total 180 from the freaking snowflake Elsa type character she was in NXT. But
now she's Harley Quinn. She loves it.
No, she's Harley Quinn. Yeah.
She's literally Harley Quinn, which is fine.
She went from Elsa to Harley Quinn,
which is honestly fine by me. Okay. Hype Bros versus the Ascension next.
We don't get hype. We stay hype.
Nikki Bella versus Natalya. It was okay. Carmella comes out and it was stupid. It was whatever. Nikki Bella defeats Natalya, and
who cares?
After the match, Carmella comes out, and the cool part is she did "You Can't See Me"
and an STF.
And no. Didn't Nikki did
the STF?
Yeah.
But I enjoyed that a lot because I am a huge John Cena fan.
Yeah, she tapped out. She tapped out Natalya with an STF.
As all of them click off the video.
That's such a Brie.
Yeah, right.
that's such a Brie thing to do. She was the one that started to do the husband's moves, you know?
It was just, I liked it.
Kicks.
The reason why I liked this was because Carmella brought up you're just like going off
Yeah.
of your boyfriend, and then she beat Natalia with an STF, and then Carmella comes out, and Carmella, you can't see me's Nikki. I thought that was really fucking cool.
Carmella's great. She's from Staten Island, so
I think
that's why I like her.
Carmella is also. We are also from Staten Island. If nobody knew, I do think Carmella's fucking great.
She's great. She's the perfect.
Another bitch face.
She can be a
She
top
is.
heel. She can be a top
100%.
heel once Alexa loses the title race or whatever. She could be the next one in line.
She's
which
literally
is
100%.
She should win that feud, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, she's definitely a Staten Island
If you're
girl. It's so funny.
you're not from Staten Island, which I'm sure most of you aren't,
Yeah, none of you probably are.
which I'm sure maybe one of you are, probably our friends watching this.
Yeah.
Look at Carmella, and that describes every single woman on this island. Period. End of story. I'm gonna say 95% of them are exactly like Carmella. That shows what we're working with here. Next.
Yeah.
Heath Slater and Rhino versus the Spirit Squad. It was a tag team match. The Miz and the Spirit Squad come out. Then Dolph Ziggler comes out. Rhino and Heath come out. The Miz says, Dolph says, I'll put my title up against you right now. The Miz says, no, I'll fight when I'm good and ready. Then he says, why don't you guys put your belts up? And then they say, okay. And then they go over. Heath Slater and Rhino defeat the Spirit Squad.
With a gore.
With another gore. It's
Love the
great.
gore.
I love Heath and
Gore.
Rhino.
Gore.
The Spirit Squad is cool, but if I see one more week of the Spirit Squad and all the stupid matches, I'm probably gonna get sick of them. Even though last week I said I
kick
liked
my
them.
TV.
I like Kenny. That's about it.
I know you have a very big affection for
I think
Kenny.
he's great.
He's great.
Yeah,
I
he's
agree with
great.
you on that.
Yeah.
Now, the end, we ran through SmackDown because nothing really happened. The end, the last match, Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles. I think a B+ match here. The match was great. AJ Styles attacks James Ellsworth, who is in Dean's corner. Then he gets up, and James Ellsworth does a no-chin music to AJ Styles while Dean Ambrose and the ref were looking. The ref disqualifies Dean. This was a number 1 contenders match. Dean Ambrose will not get his shot against AJ Styles.
Honestly, I think it's for the better.
Me too. I think Dean...
Like,
Should
we
stay
were
out of
having a
this.
conversation before this, and Dean shouldn't be in the title running for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship anymore. He should be in the running for the Intercontinental Championship.
100%, because we saw what Dean Ambrose does with the WWE Championship, and he's better chasing things than he is holding them, as we can tell, except he was a fantastic United States champion, which makes me think he's an upper mid-carder and not a main
longest
eventer.
reigning one.
He might have been.
Yeah.
He's an upper mid... That makes me see... So, he held the WWE Championship. His reign sucked. He held the United States Championship, and his reign was awesome. So that makes me think...
He also held the Intercontinental Championship before.
Yes.
He also did. That was against... Wasn't that feud against Ziggler, too?
Yeah, no, it was a feud against Luke Harper.
Yeah.
Oh. What? He feuded against
He held
Ziggler,
the belt
though, didn't
after
he?
Daniel Bryan, I'm pretty sure.
After Daniel Bryan, because Luke Harper won it off of Daniel Bryan.
You're right. It was a ladder match, wasn't it?
No, he didn't win it.
Daniel Bryan won it at WrestleMania 31.
Okay.
And then he had to vacate it.
Yeah, because his neck.
Okay, I remember now. Okay. So, Dean, better upper mid-carder than he is main eventer. He's great at chasing the main event spot, but he's not good at holding the main event spot. He's not John Cena yet. And he's certainly not AJ Styles yet either.
He's a really good upper mid-card guy.
Yeah, he's fantastic. Yeah. He's on that bridge between upper mid-card and main event, but he's not at the main event yet, you can tell.
He shouldn't be. And that's what AJ and Cena should do. They need more star power on SmackDown, even though they hold their own without even a John Cena sighting, which is good.
That's because of AJ. If AJ wasn't there, they wouldn't be holding their own.
Yeah, they really wouldn't. They need like a Sami Zayn up there because Sami Zayn's just getting squashed by Braun Strowman.
I don't even know why
trade.
Sami Zayn was on Raw in the first place.
Make a trade for Sami Zayn and make him run for the title. I think that'd be a really good thing.
It would be really great for
a Sami Zayn AJ Styles feud would be awesome.
It'd be amazing.
It'd be awesome.
For sure.
Sami Zayn is such a great
And especially
wrestler.
once Finn comes back, like there's way too much talent on Raw. Trade some to SmackDown, please.
See, I would send Finn over to SmackDown.
No, not Finn.
No.
You don't think
He's
so?
the first Universal Champion. He deserves
Definitely
his title
Sami
shot
Zayn.
back.
Definitely Sami Zayn. He's a perfect SmackDown guy, and I'm sure that guy doesn't care to be on Raw or SmackDown.
You're definitely right. I don't know. I think Finn's gonna get outshined on Raw.
No.
You don't think so?
People can't wait for him to come back.
No, I can't wait for him to come back either. But I don't trust creative to do what they should be doing with him.
No, they'll work Finn. They'll work Finn fine
And
for sure.
he does have rematch clause, so
He does.
Oh, 100%. But who's he gonna fight?
Finn versus Owens is going to be WrestleMania.
You think Seth is gonna lose on Sunday?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
do I.
gonna
So
lose.
do I. But I'm just
Yeah.
just playing devil's advocate.
Right.
I also think Seth's gonna lose on Sunday, which is why the double pin was stupid. But
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
I'm sensing a Jericho Owens feud. And
well, that's obviously going to happen.
If that happens, then Jericho obviously will go for the championship, but he definitely won't win. So, yeah, I agree with you on that.
I think Jericho will lose and then take a couple months off and go tour with his band.
Yep.
Fozzy.
Yeah, he should take some time off. He deserves it. But actually, no. What I'm saying. He shouldn't take time off. I need him.
Yeah, because he's the only reason why I watch Raw.
Exactly.
Because once Jericho leaves, if it's not good, if Finn's like not 100% back and Raw's not good, I'm like not watching Raw anymore. I'm like fucking over it. I'm just going to read about it. Because to me, you seriously, like, you give a 5 out of 10 show the week before a pay-per-view, like, that really wants to make me watch Hell in a Cell. You know what I mean? Like, what is Hell in a Cell, like 5 hours long probably? Something like that?
No, like 3.5, 4.
It's still, like, I can't even sit through a 3-hour Raw without wanting to tear my eyes out, and I'm going to sit through a 4-hour pay-per-view.
Again, make me want to super kick my TV.
I will super kick my TV.
All right, Justin, I know you have one point of news that was...
Actually, I have 2 points of news.
2 points of news.
James Ellsworth, #1 selling T-shirt on WWE.
Oh, that's great.
Yep.
That's great. It's great for just a random guy to be doing this. Like,
I fucking love it.
I don't know what they're going to do with it.
You know, there's a rumor that they're actually signing him.
There's a rumor that they're going to sign him, which... man, I don't know.
He would be a funny manager. To be honest with you, I think he would be great.
I have mixed feelings. He shouldn't be in the ring. He should be coming out. People love him. He gets a great pop, so just don't put him in the ring.
He also almost die in the ring.
Yeah. I really think that him and Dean would actually be funny together.
Drop him on NXT and make him get his wrestling skills up, I think. I think he'd be good on NXT. Like, people are probably pissed that this guy gets a main roster spot from being a jobber.
It's just because he's funny.
He's
and
ugly.
He looks like a fucking freak.
Ugly, yeah.
But he's funny too, though. He has talent on the mic. He's not bad.
He has no chin.
You're right. He doesn't have a chin, and that's why he does the Cinderella story and the no chin music. That's where it's at.
I hate to talk about Ellsworth.
I love him, man. I don't know. I think it's
good
funny.
For the guy. He's funny. They don't need that. They don't need more comedy here. They need genuine wrestling.
To be honest with you, I think SmackDown works good with comedy, though.
SmackDown does work good with comedy.
AJ's fucking hysterical. So is Dean. So is Cena. They're stars on SmackDown that are the stars on SmackDown are comedian stars. Like AJ Styles isn't, but AJ's funny.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I mean? But they're comedians, these guys.
Yeah.
On Raw, Seth Rollins isn't a comedian. The Club aren't comedians. Like, they're funny, but they're more like AJ Styles, where they can be funny, but they're not really comedians. Dean Ambrose is a comedian.
Yeah.
Dolph Ziggler's a comedian. He's actually literally a comedian. Yeah. So, like people like that, like Heath Slater's a comedian. You know what I mean? Like, on Raw...
You just said Raw was a comedian show.
No, but I'm saying that Raw shouldn't be a comedian show. SmackDown should be. Yeah. But they both are. So SmackDown's doing good with... That's why SmackDown's better than Raw, in my opinion, because SmackDown's doing good with their writing, and Raw's not.
Yes. Just typical. It's just writing. It's not wrestling, it's writing.
Anyway, so my other point of news was that the final deletion, which was the thing at the Hardy's compound that we talked about last week, has been postponed because TNA does not have any more money.
All TNA tapings have been postponed.
There's like
but that's the biggest, yes.
I'm not exactly sure when they're stopping taping, but they ran out of funds. They don't have any money. TNA is pretty much almost bankrupt.
Yes, and that's good because we want the Hardys. And we want all those wrestlers.
And we want Bobby Lashley. And we want the entire X Division.
And, yeah.
Vince is, whoever is gonna, aren't WWE, isn't WWE buying TNA?
No, they bought the video library.
Yeah, they bought the video library. So
which is great. I can't wait
Is it on the network yet or no?
No, not yet. No. I cannot wait to watch all the TNA matches that I used to love. Like Christopher Daniel matches, Jay Lethal and Consequences Creed.
TNA is great.
It's going to be great. TNA is great.
I'm not joking.
They're just low
TNA
budget.
is actually great. They're not even that low budget anymore.
No, they film in the same studio.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's just WWE's the monopoly. And these guys are just
look at PWG. They film in the same building the entire time. It holds 400 people and it's the greatest. It's the best show of wrestling in the entire world. PWG is fucking fantastic, and they literally film in front. They don't even film. They literally do it in front of 400 people in the same gym. It's literally a gym. It's like a high school gym, and it's fantastic. And look at all the people that go there. The entire Bullet Club, AJ Styles wrestled there. The Young Bucks wrestled there. Kenny Omega. They're fucking awesome.
For sure.
And yeah, so anyway, so overall, SmackDown, good show, bad show.
It's good. SmackDown is consistently
give it a 6.
good though.
I give it a 7.5.
I give it a 6 or a 7.
It's good. That's all we need. It's just good, It's worth 2 hours. It's definitely worth 2 hours.
To me, anything above 6 and above is worth my time. 6 and 5.9 and below is not worth my time.
Yes.
Then to me, this week Raw was a 5, and SmackDown was like a
SmackDown-
6.5.
SmackDown's worth 2 hours. Whatever,
Yeah.
it's 2 hours. You know, you could go grab a bite to eat. 3 hours is brutal. It really is brutal.
It's just the pluses outweigh the minuses. If for SmackDown and on Raw, it did not.
Yes, exactly. So we should wrap this up here. The next time you'll see us, we will have a full recap of Hell in a Cell, full recap of Raw, full recap of SmackDown. So let's see if WWE changes our minds. Justin, hit him with the outro.
I'm really hoping they change my mind, because right now I'm really getting sour on this whole fucking
Yeah.
3-hour Raw bullshit.
Yep.
Anyway, this has been the Shoots and Ladders podcast. We are Dirty Laundry. I'm Justin, that's Nick, that's Joe. And we'll see you next week with full recaps of all the shit that just went down. Thanks.